Hi, I'm Diana, and you may have seen my 34 books or card decks, but not have connected with me personally. I'm a spiritual author and teacher, and I have spent 30 years helping people to connect with their angels, dragons, unicorns, ascended masters, and all spiritual beings that enable you to ascend. My story has been awesome. I came from a very conventional, ordinary, third-dimensional background with no spiritual or religious understanding whatsoever. And then I was going through a divorce absolutely at rock bottom. And I threw myself into a chair and said, well, if there's anything out there, show me. And you've got 1 hour. And an angel came in. I had absolutely no doubt it was an angel, a beautiful golden being, and it held out a hand to me, took me out of my body and took me on a journey to show me my future and many other things. We flew over this hall full of people. They all had rainbow auras, and I looked down and said to the angel, am I down there in the audience? And the angel said, no, you're on the platform. You're to be a spiritual teacher. Brought me back, and I had no idea what a spiritual teacher was even. I didn't know what to do with this information, but it set me out on a seek and search. I started to learn all spiritual things, but also transformational things for myself. I started to develop. I got divorced, I set up as a hypnotherapist after training, and I was aware of angels around my clients, but I didn't connect with them. I married again, got divorced again, and 10 years later, the angels returned. This time it was very different. It was life-changing. I was lying in the bath and the angels came in. And they said to me in a golden voice, we want you to tell people about angels. I said, no way. People will think I'm nuts. And they said words that I have never forgotten. Who's doing your work? Is it your ego or your higher self? Whoa. I said, okay, of course I will. I got out of the bath and I sat on the bed, and 3 angels stood in front of me and gave me all sorts of information that later became my first angel book, New Light on Angels. Soon after New Light on Angels was published, I went onto television, onto breakfast morning television, and they said to me, can we take your aura photograph? I said, of course. And I said to my angel, could you just step into the photo so that people can sense your energy? And my guardian angel did so much more. It actually impressed itself onto the aura photograph. You could see its head, you could see a wing, you could see the rays of light, and you could also see my guide standing behind me like a golden rod. The studio went into meltdown. They had more calls than they'd ever had before, and I was invited back next day. But here is the exciting thing. Most of the calls were from people who had had angel experiences, but they'd never dared talk about them. Soon after that, I went to India, and on the beach, I wrote the angel cards that were so incredibly popular, my Angel of Light cards. What I didn't know then was that something even more incredible and exciting was about to happen. I met my guide, and that was the most incredible and transformational thing for me. If you'd like to hear about my journey as I met Kumikar, which was the most extraordinary story, do follow me and watch my next video to find out what happens next in my life. And please, if you've had an angel experience or something that you would like to share, share it in the comments. It will inspire people and enable many more people to connect with their angels and talk about it.